linear and quadratic functions and modeling.
You waited all 3 days to make fun of my dead grandpa after he died.
Determine which are polynomial functions. For those that are, state the degree and leading coefficient. For those that are not, explain why not. 2, f of x is equal to -9 plus 2x. Would this be a polynomial function?
No, because there's no square root part.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is a polynomial function.
Oh. Why?
Because y equals 2x minus 9.
Pretty much the only way that it's not is if there is a negative exponent or there's a radical or fraction exponent. Otherwise, they're going to be polynomial. So what would the degree of this one be?
9.
Nope.
2.
1. So whatever the power is on your variable, your highest powered term. And then the leading coefficient is the number in front of your highest powered term. So a lot of people would say that it's -9. It is not. It is 2. 4, f of x equals 13. Is this polynomial?
No, because there's no variable.
It's just a number.
It's y equals 13.
Oh, it's a,
Yes, because it's a constant function. So the degree is 0. The leading coefficient then is
1.
13.
Oh yeah, I see.
Just the constant term.
Wait, so
Because essentially there's an imaginary x to the 0, which is just equal to 1. Which is why the leading coefficient is 13.
6.
K of x is equal to 4x minus 5x squared. Is this polynomial?
Yes, it's also a binomial.
Mm.
Is it not a binomial? I thought degree.
I mean, I guess sort of. It's degree 2. What's the leading coefficient?
4.
No. In front of the highest powered term.
-5.
-5. It's a little scary. That's the easiest stuff in this whole section.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Write an equation for the linear function f satisfying the given conditions. So 8. F of -3 is equal to 5 and f of 6 is equal to -2. So I need to look at these as points, like xy coordinates, so that I can find my slope and then write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So this point is -3, 5, because it's f of x equals y, essentially. So -3, 5, and then over here, 6, -2. So how do I find slope?
Oh, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2.
Okay, so, well, I do y2 minus y1. -2 minus 5 over 6 minus the negative plus 3. So I have -7 over 9. You'll get the same thing if you flip them as long as you're consistent. But then you can choose either of these points to do point slope form with. And do you want to do the first one or the second one?
Yeah.
First one.
First one. All right. So we've got y minus 5 is equal to -7 over 9 times x plus 3. Then I just need to multiply. So y equals -7 over 9x minus 7 over 3. And then I've got plus 5, but I'm going to rewrite 5 with a common denominator so that I can add the things together. So how would I get the common denominator? Yep, 15 over 3, so I'm just going to cross that out. So y equals -7 over 9x plus 8 over 3. And that's your answer.
Where did we get over 3?
Why would it not be 22?
Just a common denominator.
Because negative 7 plus 15 would be positive 8.
Why wouldn't it be negative 7 over 9x minus 22 over 3? Right?
Because negative 7 plus 15 is 8.
Because when you multiply negative 7 over 9
I got it.
to 3, it gives you negative 21 over 3. Wait,
Her work is right, by the way.
Thank you, Zach.
wait, yeah.
I knew it was. I was just waiting on them to figure out that I was right.
Can you stop saying that?
Stop solving.
12. F of negative 4 is equal to 0, and f of 0 is equal to 2. So what are my 2 points then?
Negative 4 is 0. And 0, 2. God bless you, Charlotte. Thank you.
All right, slope.
Apply to.
Wait a second,
2
this ain't gonna work.
minus 0 over 0 minus negative, so plus 4. 2 over 4 is 1/2. So I have a slope of 1/2. Do you want to use first point or the second point?
First one. Actually, second point, because there's a 2.
Yeah, I like the second one better. Y minus 2 equals 1/2 times x minus 0. So then y equals 1/2 x plus 2.
I like that one.
Me too.
So could you do the same thing by just plugging it into slope intercept?
What do you mean?
Y equals mx plus b.
Yeah, like that's how I was like starting to do it, and then like you said,
Because we don't know what B is.
Yeah, so you just solve for B.
Why would you do that? That's way harder.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, going forward, you're going to need point slope form. Like for calculus and everything else, you need to
Okay.
use this.
What?
All right. We are modifying instructions. Actually, just kidding. These are the instructions. Describe how to transform the graph of f of x equals x squared into the graph of the given function. So, 20, h of x is equal to 1/4 x squared minus 1. So we're explaining how to get from what's given, from x squared to what's given. So what is happening here? What transformations are happening?
It's a stretch.
No,
It's a
compressed.
fraction, so it's
gonna-
compressed.
Yeah.
And what else?
It's going left one.
It's a
Nope.
parabola.
Oh, down one.
Down 1 because it's outside the parentheses.
Parabola.
Yep. 22. H of x is equal to negative 3x squared plus 2. So what's happening to this one?
Shift your right to
Stretched
Up to.
reflected.
up to and reflected. If there's not parentheses, it can't be moving right or left.
So this part's just review from last chapter.
Yeah. Getting us ready for the rest of the stuff in this section. All right. Find the vertex and axis, what we would have called it last year's axis of symmetry, of the graph of the function.
A of x.
So 24, g of x is equal to negative 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 1.
Set x equals to 0 to find the y, right? Isn't that where we make the bar graph?
That's already in vertex form.
So yeah, this is already in vertex form. Vertex form would, yeah, this is already in vertex form when it's in this because it's like x minus
So-
h plus k.
Our y-intercept is negative 1. Right?
Well, the y coordinate of the vertex is -1, yes.
Okay.
So the vertex, it's always the opposite sign inside, same sign outside.
Oh, that makes
So it'd be
sense.
-2,
Two.
-1.
Yep.
-2, -1.
So that just says
Your axis of symmetry is a line, just like your asymptotes are. So the axis of symmetry is x equals -2. It's always going to be at the x coordinate of your vertex. G of x equals 2 times x minus the square root of 3 squared plus 4.
Wait, isn't this not a polynomial because it's a radical?
That has nothing to do with this problem.
Is it a polynomial?
Yes,
But you said it isn't if it has a radical.
if x isn't a radical,
Oh.
because that's just a number.
Okay.
Or if there's like an exponent, that would be a radical, which is super rare, but. All right, so the vertex, this is already in vertex form. So, opposite sign inside, same sign outside.
3, 4.
Yep, so square root of 3 and 4. So where's my axis of symmetry?
Square root of 3.
X equals the square root of 3.
When we write the x of symmetry, we need to write x equals that or it's -0.5.
You have to write x equals because it's a line. And we don't directly draw the line when we're graphing. We usually do it as like a dotted line, obviously, but that just helps us to visually see, like, if obviously on your calculator, if you graph a quadratic equation, you don't see the axis of symmetry drawn on there.
Yeah.
But it's used to help you find what's happening on one side. It's also the same thing on the other side. All right. Find the vertex and axis of the graph of the function. Rewrite the equation in vertex form. Which we will do that, but. All right, so 32. H of x is equal to -2x squared minus 7x minus 4. So this is in standard form. This is your typical quadratic equation. So this is A, this is B, this is C. The signs go with them. The formula to find the x coordinate of your vertex is -b over 2a. This will also be your equation to find your axis of symmetry. So this is negative times -7 over 2 times a is -2. So I basically got +7 over -4, so just -7 over 4 is the x coordinate of my vertex. Or in vertex form, this would be equal to h, but anyways. I'm going to just set this up over here so we can see it. It's not asking us for this technically, but, or well, I guess it is, sort of. Yeah, find the vertex and axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry, I already know, is going to be at x equals -7 over 4. Now, I need to find the y coordinate of my vertex. Any idea how I would do that?
Put an x, or like put a -7 and 4 into x in the equation.
Yep.
That's so smart.
So, h of -7 over 4 is equal to -2 times -7 over 4 squared minus 7 times -7 over 4 minus 4.
We're allowed to use a calculus.
What is a calc?
I mean, yeah, you can. So this is -2 times 49 over 16 plus 49 over 4 minus 4. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So this is -49 over 8 Common denominator here, multiply by 2, so plus 98 over 8. And then multiply by 8, 32 over 8.
Okay, so that's 66.
17 over 8.
Yeah. What you said.
So then my vertex is at negative 7 over 4 and 17 over 8. There's also
Are we ever gonna change a fraction to a mixed number?
no. Absolutely
I
not.
think they should stop teaching us that in middle school.
I low-key agree. I hate mixed numbers.
What's a mixed number?
It's
Like 4 and 1/3
Yeah.
would be 13 over 3 as a fraction, improper fraction.
Stop. Ruin that one.
Because in elementary and middle school, they tell you you should never have an improper fraction.
Stop.
But we only use improper fractions. I know.
Just to backtrack for a second, well, sort of, not really, but in your notes, you had a formula under the quadratic function polynomial of degree 2 where it gave you something in vertex or in standard form and it said, or go from vertex form to standard form, and you had to like multiply it out, and then at the bottom, I told you that C is equal to AH squared plus K. Since we're technically trying to find K, which is the Y value of the vertex, we also could have used this formula to do it and done K is equal to C minus AH squared. So we would have had negative 4, and then minus, A is negative 2, so plus 2 times negative 7 over 4 squared, and have done it this way, which mathematically might have been a little easier.
I don't think so.
No, I like that better.
I mean, it would have sped it up potentially a little bit, but I just wanted you to see that, like, this is another option for how we could have done this. And have still gotten the same answer. Whether or not, I would probably just stick to plugging it in because this is the way we've always done it, but I'm just letting you know if you wanted to do it that way, that's another option. I tend to even forget that this is an option because we just do it the other way for so long that... Anyways, now, I'm not done. I want to write my equation in vertex form. So, my equation would be f of x is equal to negative 2, so it's whatever value's on A, times x, it's opposite sign, so this is going to be plus 7 over 4 squared plus 17 over 8. If you're ever not sure if you did this correctly, or if you're like, I don't know if my, y value of my vertex was right, you can always FOIL this back and simplify it, and then if it's equal to your standard form equation, then you'll know you did it right.
Where did we get to front again?
Just the A value. Because the equation for vertex form is A times x minus h squared plus k. So whatever your A value is. And obviously if it was positive or negative in standard form, it's still going to be that respectively when you put it in vertex form. All right, last thing in this section is to describe the strength and direction of the linear correlation.
Because you do a lot of dots.
We did something similar to this morning in stats. Just a harder version.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
All right, so they want us to say, basically, first of all, is it positive or negative? And then is it strong, like are the points kind of tightly packed together? Or is it weak or no correlation?
That thing looked pretty strong.
It's pretty tightly packed, so I would say strong.
That one's strong.
Strong negative.
Well, if you also saw it in the book, you would, mine's a little bit more spread than probably it is in the book. And it has a negative slope, so this would be strong negative.
Page 169. Divided 7.
Oh, I tell you, she English pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah, she sees.
I think we have today in class to do it.
All right, 48. What about this one?
Oh, we don't
Not
need-
Daniel.
That is
No
okay.
correlation.
Yeah.
Undefined.
No correlation.
Why'd you say no, Daniel?
Because I don't want him to answer it because he already knows how to do this.
I feel like we did this last year.
We did it very briefly last year.
But then why are you asking me? Because I know how to do this too.
Daniel and I literally did this morning.
I
Like,
did my notes this morning.
in stats. Like, that's why I said no. All right, any questions on this?
No.
All right, your problems are
Hey, can I have this paper, Daniel?
1 through 9, every other odd. 19 through 31, every other odd. And then 45, 47, and 49.
Do we need to redraw the correlation graphs?
No. 49, you actually have to make a scatter plot. You're going to need to make lists on your calculator, but we've done this before, so. But you need to obviously do both parts. Describe the strength and direction on there.
Yeah,
Your R value will tell you that when you find it.